This ought to be fun. Oh boy, what have I got myself into now? What's going on, guys? Steel's on the block back again. I'm out here with the sand machine, and we're getting ready to put a rack on top of the sand machine, which I have some instructions here. I got this on eBay for the no machine or the green machine. I never installed it. That's why this paper is all faded and yellow. So today we're going to install this on a 2000 model Chevy Suburban. So I got this thing sitting in the grass so I don't scratch it up on the driveway, and I don't have the Suburban in the garage because God love nature. Don't have the Suburban in the garage because I wasn't sure if I could get it out with the rack on and the 3-inch lift or 2-inch lift, whatever it is. So basically you got 4 pieces. You got the front of the rack, and then you got the back of the rack. And then this is an insert that goes in the middle of the rack to make the rack longer. Because of the length of the vehicle, I decided to get a longer rack. So that's what we got here. This is hardware. Let's open this up. And let's see what we've got in here. Looks like we have some U-bolts to mount it to the cargo rack. And some brackets. And some poly plastic something or others, which I think is all right there. Yep. All right, so let me grab a tripod and then we will see if we can get this thing put together. Alright, so for installation on the roof, there's a steel bracket that looks like this and an isolator or an insulator that goes in here, clips on. Sorry about the wind noise. Then you've got a U-bolt that goes to the bottom, like so, to your cargo rack. And then you've got these little wind downs that go on there. If you don't drop them in the grass, wind on there like so to hold it in place. So I'm going to move the rack on top of the Suburban, and then we'll assemble these, and put them on the rack and see if we can get this thing to hold in place. This is how your bracket should look when it's installed. The U-bolt goes underneath, up to the top with the 2 thumb turns, and the plastic over the top of the crossbars and under your crossbar in your vehicle, and just tighten it up by hand. It takes quite a bit of torque to get this thing snug, so you may have to work it back and forth a few times, work yourself around the vehicle. But once you get it snug down, it won't move back and forth anymore. You'll be nice and snug. So on the Suburban, to line up your rack, just follow, this is the outside of your rack, first body line that runs up to the front. On the rack up on the end of that, you'll have it centered all the way down. All right, there you have it. There's the rack on the 2000 model Chevy Suburban. Now, when I initially got this rack, I got it short enough in case there was a sunroof. So the sunroof is still open and closed. So if you're wondering why it doesn't extend to the front of the vehicle, that's why. This model does not have a sunroof, but oh yeah, there's the Regal GS back there. This model doesn't have a sunroof, but if you did have a sunroof on yours, you'd still be able to open your sunroof. So that's the reason I went with this length rack. It does a good job of filling up the space of the cargo slides up there, the crossbars. So pretty decent. I think when I bought this rack, it was a few years ago now, and maybe like 60 bucks. It's pretty cheap. Don't think you can find it for that now, but anyway. That's the rack, that's what it looks like. Up here at the front. If it sits there centered, It's good. Got a nice wind deflector on the front. That's going to wrap it up for this video. My name's Erwin. This 3 Wheels on a Block. We're giving back what time is taken away. We'll see you soon.